And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Quarterback taken down.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
And 7.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Rosas' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Complete to Mike.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Dolphins first down.
Tua now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, a run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Yards shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set to return it, here's Turner. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense... And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught left side, Williams. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin 1st down.
It's a
3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 59.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
We got 3 down.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
15-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Tua going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 19 yards away. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. It's time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They run again with Breida. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been with him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
2nd and 13. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
And I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Miami.
From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Well, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
3-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Come on. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. And they take a knee. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.